going to discuss with you poetry, beautiful concepts, song lyrics, mysticism, holy hours, divine symmetries. Okay, a bit too much. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Ahl-E-Ishq. My name is Schehzad Shah, and throughout the course of this show, which hopefully we're going to have thousands and thousands, we're going to discuss with you poetry, beautiful concepts, song lyrics, mysticism, holy hours, divine symmetries. Okay, a bit too much. I'm getting ahead of myself. Now, since this is the very first show, I think it's very important to describe what Ishq is. Well, to begin with, Ahl-E-Ishq means the people of Ishq. And what does Ishq translate to? I suppose a lot of people just call it love, right? But for other people, it's something beyond that. I'll tell you how Maulana Rumi, in fact, described it. Maulana Rumi described Ishq as the thing that binds everything together, that Ishq is what binds everything together, and Ishq is everything as well. Now, how you want to decipher that is completely up to you, but perhaps we can get back to that concept a bit later in the show. Now, I think it's very important to go on and to introduce the song that we will be talking about today. Today, we're talking about a Coke Studio song sung by AtifAslam called Rabba Sacheya. There have been many more seasons that have happened, so many more songs that have come from Coke Studio, which was, to begin with, a very spiritual endeavor for spiritual music, especially within the South Asian subcontinent. It's important to describe that I have been infatuated with this song for a long time now, even though so many songs have come and gone. But to give you some background, Rabba Sacheya is originally a poem by the revolutionary, the legendary Pakistani poet Faiz Ahmad Faiz. Now, the thing is, when I returned from England to Pakistan, I wasn't much into Urdu. I'd studied Urdu, I could speak Urdu, but I never really understood the magic that Urdu holds. Now, within this poem, when I came back to Pakistan, I'd heard of Faiz Ahmad Faiz, but then I discovered people like Habib Jalib, like Ahmad Faraz. I mean, truly mercurial men who had so much to say, were not afraid to say it because of what they wrote on a piece of paper. They even had to spend time in jail because the governments pursued them to be quiet. Don't talk about this. People shouldn't have these radical ideas in their minds. But they were just such amazing men. But the thing is, I got into Ahmad Faraz and I got into Habib Jalib, but I never got into Faiz Ahmad Faiz. Oh, I know, right? Complete blasphemy. But the thing is, this poem by Faiz Ahmad Faiz, in fact, it's not the whole lyrics of the song, because in the song, just the opening two lines, which is, of course, Rabba Sacheya, tu te akhe si jao, bandeya jag da shah hai tu, kadi sarvi lei Rab soneya, tere shah naal jag ki kitiyan. Now, this is the only thing that's common between the lyrics of the song and the original Faiz Ahmad Faiz poem, which is Rabba Sacheya. Having said that, the lyrics of the song are just so beautiful as well, and there are essentially two parts to this song. There is the start, where he's kind of laying down the groundwork, and then there's a point that comes where things just become limitless. Things become infinite. Things become so simple. Things go back to the moment of creation, even, you know. And yeah, let's start it off. So, originally, this is, of course, included in the Faiz Ahmad Faiz poem, Rabba Sacheya tu te akhiya si jao bandeya jag da shah hai tum, which means, oh, true Lord, you once said that go man, go mankind, go humans. I don't want to get cancelled by just staying on men. Go human beings, you are the true shahs of the world. Now, kadi sarvi lai rab soneya, tere shah naal jag ki kitiyan. But did you ever bother to ask, oh beautiful Lord, that what has this world done to your Shah? Now, important point I'd like to raise here. What is the meaning of Shah? Since I am a Schehzad Shah myself, hence I have had to discover the meaning for this. I think for most people, and even if you go back to literature and to go back to Farsi, because this is originally a Persian word, a lot of people think that Shah means king. My dear, I don't want to be the one to break it to you, but that is incorrect. Shah is an emperor. The difference, a king is responsible for a kingdom. An emperor is responsible for an empire. Again, king, emperor, very different thing. When you think of emperors, you're thinking of Alexander the Great. You're thinking of Julius Caesar. These are emperors. They were responsible for whole empires. And of course, Persia had a vast empire throughout time as well. And that's where this word Shah comes from. Now, back to the interpretation. What has the world done to your king? Then he goes on to say, Kai sassiyan, thalavich ruliyan, kai ranjhe jogi hoye. Sassi punnu, this is legendary, just like Romeo and Juliet. He ranjha. So he's saying that in this world, even people like sassis, even like ranjas, you know, they ended up spending their lives in nothingness. There have been sassis buried in the desert, and there are many ranjas that have become lonely mystics. O Samar Dejo, tere nede, menu tere nede kar de. Beautiful are the ones that are near you. Please bring me close to you. Ishq vi tum, mera yaar vi tum. Oh, this is where things start to get serious. Ishq vi tum, mera yaar vi tum. You're my love, you're also my friend. Mera deen vi tum, iman vi tum. You are my belief and also my faith. Mera jism vi tum, meri ruh vi tum. My body, my soul. Mera ishq vi tum. You are my love. Mera yaar vi tum. You are my friend. Mera deen vi tum, iman vi tum. Mera jism vi tum, meri ruh vi tum. My body, my soul. Mera kalb vi tum. You are my heart. And here we go. Kaaba, Qibla, mera masjid, mimbar. Mushaf te Quran vi tum. You're my holy house, the Kaaba, the Qibla, the mosque, the pulpit, the holy pages, and also my Quran. Mere farz farize, hajj zakata, som salat, azan vitu. You are my duty, my responsibility, my pilgrimage, my fast, my prayer, and also my calling. Meri zuhd, ibadat, taqat, taqwa. Ilm vitum, irfan vitum. Wow. You are my worship. You are my power. You are my virtue, my learning, and also my knowing. Mera zikr vitum, mera fikr vitum. You are my remembrance. You are my contemplation. Zok te wajdan. You are my true flight and my true plight. Wow. Again, listen, a lot of this is, let me just put a disclaimer in there. I don't consider myself to be the authority on the exact meanings. This is my interpretation, and I do know a lot of Sufi music is left up to the listeners or the reader's interpretation. And of course, if whatever factually you could add to this, I'd love to hear from you as well. Zok te wajdan, my true flight. You are my tasting and my ecstasy as well. Murshad Hadi Pir Tariqat Sheikh haqayak darn vitu. You are my guide, my preceptor, leader of the true path, my scholar, and also my enlightened one. आस उम्मीद ते खटियां वटियां वे ते तकिया रात तमाण भी तू आह आस उम्मीद ते खटियां वटियां वे ते तकिया रात तमाण भी तू. You're my hope, you're my wishes, you're my gains, you're my losses, and you are my night's contemplation. Dreams, if you will. All of these are also you. मेरा देखण भालण जाचण जूचण समझण जान सुलझाण भी तू. This is how you kind of when you speak to a kid, you speak to a kid like that. Although you shouldn't, you should speak to them as adults with love so they can learn to speak like that as well. But having said that, मेरा देखण भालण जाचण चूचण समझण जान सुलझाण भी तू. You're my looking, my inquiring, my seeking, my understanding, and my knowing. Mere tatare sare, munju munjari, hanjru te tufan vitu. Wow, absolutely love this. You are my cold sighs, my groaning, my sobbing, and in it you are the storm of my tears. तिलक तिलोड़े सीधा मांगा नाज निहोड़े दान वितू. You are the tilak on my forehead, which is something, it's a very beautiful kind of way for a woman, to do makeup or to just dress up slightly. You are the tilk on my forehead, the sandur in the parting of my hair. You are all my beautiful mannerisms and also my fortune. And I love how at this point, even sex or gender is not an issue. It's just like, we are lovers. There is, in this, I don't have to be this, I don't have to be that. There don't have to be any labels put upon us. This is the kind of love that we have, And he goes on. Mehendi kajla mera misag vi surkhi bida panavi tu. You are my henna, my mascara, my cleanser, my rouge, my tobacco, and also my betel leaf, which is pan, of course. Ishq vi tu, mera yaar vi tu. You are my love, my friend, my companion. Vehshat josh junoon vi tu. You are my craziness, my passion, my madness. Mera giriya aho fughan vi tu. You are my crying and also my lamentation. Mera awwal tu, you are my beginning. Mera akhir tu, you are my end. Mera andar bahir, my inner, my outer. Rabba Sacheya tu te akhya si jao. Bandeya jagda shah hai tu, Kadi sarvi lai rab soneya. Tere shah nal jag ki kitiyan. What has the world done to you, O Emperor? Do you know what I'm thinking at this point? Do you know how we discussed in the start how Maulana Rumi defines ishq? What is ishq? That ishq is what binds everything together, all the forces you see in between two objects. And ishq is what binds everything together. And ishq is everything as well. So that shows me that what he's talking about is God and his relationship with God. How we must rise beyond these typical things that make you either religious or not religious, to have that connection with God, whoever it is that you look up to. I think that is what Maulana Rumi said ishq is. They are one and the same. Love and God, God and love. And oh my Lord, for one moment, just one moment, can we talk about AtifAslam Sahab? I mean, we feel a lot of people just get lucky, right? They just get lucky in life. AtifAslam Sahab has been the rave for the last 10, 15, 20 years or thereabouts. Now, the fact is, I have seen live music, with qawwali artists, with people, you know, who are properly trained in terms of their throats and in terms of what are the surs and the rags and the notes that they need to perform. But AtifAslam Sahab, my God, I've seen these qawwali artists trying to cover AtifAslam Sahab, and they need to make such an effort to reach the notes that he reaches. And for some reason, AtifAslam, I mean, he just does it effortlessly. Kudos to AtifAslam. He is not there where he is for no reason. He is there for a reason. And the fact that he is bloody good at what he does. And not just that, he delivers an emotion. It's not just about the right scales. It's not just about the mathematics of it. It's the fact that he is delivering these emotions that are so personal to you. And he is one of the best to have ever done it, my dear. Wow. It was intense, wasn't it? See, this is kind of what we plan to do over the course of this show. And we hope to bring you many, many more. Again, this has been my sort of interpretation of this kalam. I'd love yours as well. I'd love you to comment in and tell me what you feel about this show. We plan to take this a long, long way together. So, yeah, and we'll be reviewing more songs and more poetry, more kalams. We'll be bringing it to you right here on Ahl-E-Ishq. My name is Schehzad Shah. And again, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this on the socials, please do download the app, The Leena Shah. You can find it on the Play Store as well as the App Store. And there we'll be able to play you the song as well. So, peace out. See you soon.